Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 21st to the 27th. This is for Aries Sun and Aries Rising. Now, if you are new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Aries. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, Aries, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So, Aries, this is you know what I want you to do? I want you to imagine yourself, the camera zooming in on any Saturday Night Live character's face for a reaction shot when something weird happens. That's what this week is kind of like. I'm not gonna lie. It can be a little confusing. You could have a lot of like WTF moments. You could feel like things are just not moving fast enough. And you could also be having a lot of moments of just like your head is way in the past. Okay, and I'm gonna explain why. Now, the first things first, on Tuesday, we have another Venus squaring Jupiter. I love these. We've already had a couple. These are those breakthrough moments. These are those moments where you have that sense of freedom, brings you a little bit more wisdom and belief in yourself. Okay, a lot of belief in yourself. Now, what's happening on this day is Mars, your ruling planet, Aries, is going to oppose Neptune. Okay, so first things first, I've really, just avoid like deception, avoid self-deception too, and be giving this day. Okay, there could be some moments where if you see Henry taking a cookie from the cookie jar, let him have it. Okay, just this one time, let Henry have it, because here's the thing: Neptune is all about compassion. Okay, and Mars opposing Neptune really allows you to get more in touch with your spiritual side. It is a day that it's all about like getting in touch with like your higher self, and really having that moment of just being like a bigger version of yourself, right? It is also, Mars is in Virgo, and Virgo is all about, service to others. And Mars is in Virgo, in your sixth house, which is, ruled by Virgo. So the other thing that's happening is, speaking of Virgo, the sun moves into Virgo on the 23rd. And so we're officially in Virgo season, okay? Remember what I said, service to others. There's a lot of getting stuff done energy. This is a big thing that's going to happen. You're going to take things, like I've always been saying, it's that perfectionist energy, just zoning in. And again, the sixth house rules everyday activities, your habits, your routines. That includes work. That includes labor, colleagues. That includes health. Health matters as well. There could be some focus on health matters for a lot of Aries. And, even pets, there could be some focus on pets. We're coming out of that new moon in Leo that was in your fifth house of pleasure. So, some of y'all could be getting new pets around this time. But now, this is a reason why things may not move as fast as you want them to, is because the same day, Mercury is going retrograde. That is right. We are approaching a Mercury retrograde it's going to be retrograde for 3 weeks. Now, just a few days after, Uranus is going to go retrograde. So, as you know, we already have like 4 planets retrograde. So, at this point, you may also start feeling Jupiter going retrograde, because it's going retrograde on September 4th. And so, basically, the entire solar system, other than your ruling planet Mars, will be taking a nap this week. Okay, and so it really may feel like things are not going as fast as you want them to. It's also going to be so you may be a little frustrated with that. I'm not gonna lie, but it is the perfect opportunity for you to reassess, reevaluate everything that I've been saying all along, okay? Really rethink the things that you want. Have this time, and you're probably already going through it, okay? You're probably already going through it. Did you even see your last reading? You are. You're going through shifts, transformations, even like the way that you're seeing things, but even still, take this time to really get to know what you want. And I feel that, this is what's going to happen. Mercury goes direct on September 14th, basically the same day as we have a new moon in Virgo. So Mercury in Virgo, Mercury retrograde in Virgo goes direct on the day of the new moon in Virgo, new opportunities, new beginnings. So keep that in mind, all right? So a lot of the things, this is not a time to really not a good time to initiate or launch new things. It's a good time to think about the things that you want to launch and initiate, okay? It's a good time to think about that. The other thing is Venus retrograde is overlapping Mercury retrograde this week. That is a huge thing. That's major, okay? Because Mercury and Venus are inner planets, so we feel those the most. So a lot of y'all are reconsidering possibly career moves, possibly, relationships, partnerships, even, self-worth, self-value. A lot of things are coming up right now. Family, so, a lot of things are coming up, okay? And so keep that in mind. On September, what is it? And the other thing is, I did make a video on Mercury retrograde, 4 things to avoid. That should be up somewhere. I also did a video on how Mercury retrograde is going to affect every sign, because every sign, Mercury retrograde, yes, it affects every sign differently, okay? And so I think members have access to it now, but I should have that up this weekend for everybody. But the reason why, and I explained why I like this Mercury retrograde. It's a good one. I actually like it. Mercury is in its domicile, and it's exalted in Virgo, okay? What's happening during this Mercury retrograde, Mercury is going to be trining Jupiter, and then the Sun is going to conjunct Mercury during this Mercury retrograde. I mean, this is actually a good one. It's a good one. So even though things may be going a little bit slower than you want, really a good time you will, from the very beginning, I did say this is a month of breakthroughs. It's wake-up calls. It's shake-ups. It's breakups, okay? Now, the 24th, I want you to pay attention to this. Your ruling planet, Mars, is going to trine Pluto. I've talked about trines. Very auspicious. This is a day where you feel very empowered, okay? So a lot of the things that you've been reassessing, rethinking, it comes to this point where you're just like, I got this. I'm the king of the world, queen of the world, all right? Just the world, all right? You are the world. But I want to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to talk about, this is for the 21st to the 27th. On the 27th, which is Sunday, that is when the Sun opposes Saturn. That happens once a year. We just came out of a Sun squaring Uranus, all right? So this is another challenging day. And then on that day, Mars moves into Libra. And that's your again, ruling planet moving into a sign where Mars does not really like being in. And we will, again, that's going to affect mostly next week. So we're going to talk more about that next week. This week, we're really focusing on Mars in Virgo and Mercury retrograde. I mean, those are pretty much the main big things, and of course Mars trining Pluto. But with that said, Aries, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, and if you're new and if you want to read for your Venus, your Moon, you are welcome to read all those other placements if you do know your birth chart. But Aries, let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you for August 21st to the 27th. Okay, so Aries, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It really does give the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Aries, you know I love you. Y'all are amazing. Come on. Give it up for the Aries in the house. I mean, I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. That was really silly. Aries, looking at your spread, come on. This is 2 words. Deja vu. Is that 2 words? That's 2 words, right? Deja vu? It is. Yeah. I hope you saw your last reading, because you're going to get some deja vu. Hey, how amazing. You got the 6 of Cups. Okay. Now, if you saw your last reading, you know it was in your final outcome. And now it's in your past. So it's happened. Okay? This is absolutely amazing. Six of Cups, six, the heart of the tree of life, a lot of harmony, a lot of beauty. And when I say beauty, come on, it's beyond like, physical beauty. It's seeing the beauty in all things. Okay, this is also tapping into your inner child, like not being so serious about things. Like just this is a week where again, slow it down and reassess things and reconsider things and just have a plan and put those put the plan ideas in motion. Okay, but this is also a card of nostalgia, so there's a lot of things that y'all may be returning to. That's one of the benefits of Mercury retrograde, is we go back to things that we may have abandoned, and it was something that we actually enjoyed and something came in the way. Maybe you were writing a book and you hadn't gotten to writing it for many months, and now you're like, it brings me so much joy and I'm going to start writing in this book again. And do you know what I mean? Like it's going to be those, like maybe even like family member that you haven't seen in a while, or even a colleague that y'all used to go get like happy hour all the time, and then both of y'all got really busy and now it's time like to do it again, and y'all are it's really fun. But even still, this is the biggest house in tarot, indicating the most comfort. There's a lot of comfort here, a lot of security. Okay, a lot of just again that inner child, just really tapping into that inner like innocence of think about like children. They have that innocence, and it's like that. It's like that. They know, like long hair don't care. Okay, so I love that you got that, but you also got the four swords and the heart of your spread. So this is great. This is really great. It's asking you, the universe is asking you to pause, take this break. You need it. Take this break. This is going to be really nice for you, okay, this week. If things are not happening fast enough for you, or if things are just really confusing, or if things are just like, you don't make sense, and, there's like ups and downs and hot, it's just like, whoa, what is going on? Like the stove is hot, but then it's cold, and the bird is blue and now it's green, like just weird things that happen this week. Just go with it, but also just have that time to just rest. That's what the four swords is. Okay, and it is in the heart of your spread. All right, it's all about relaxation, but it's also like meditation. It's really, again, going within. All right, with all these retrogrades, that's what you want to do, is reflect. Okay, that's all you want to do. All right, having those moments to align your chakras, if that's a thing for you. You even notice here, I'm going to point something out to you. See the three swords? Look at where they're pointed. All right, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the crown chakra. Okay, and so I really want you to spend that time this week. Okay, because I think that things are going to just, once this retrograde it's like bang 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 bang, like you are going to be the fastest person on the zip line. All right. Now, you did get the Two of Cups. All right. But you got the Two of Cups in your challenge area. And so this is indicating to me, especially with it challenging the Four of Swords. Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, which is, the heartbreak card. There could have been something that just did not fare well. Again, I did say this is a big month of shakeups, breakups, wake-up calls. So there could have been some breakups. There could have been losses. There could have been not seeing eye to eye. There could have been fights with family members, is something that's coming up. But there's mostly like colleagues too. There could be something work-related, especially when you think about the fact that Mars is in your fifth house. Okay, I'm sorry, your sixth house of which does rule work, but family is a big thing. There could have been some disconnect with family. I mean, looking at your entire spread here, a lot of it's going to be work related, but then I am getting family energy that may make sense for some of y'all. Okay, now it's actually, if you think about it, the Two of Cups is actually ruled by, it's attributed to Venus in Cancer. Okay, and Cancer is your fourth house, so which is your domestic sector. So it is family, but also relationships. All right, so could be a week where you may have a pretty strong moment You're ruling. I mean, come on, Mars is really at play. You saw like Mars opposing Neptune. Mars is in Virgo, the only planet that is not retrograde, basically, right? So it's wanting to just it's getting a lot of attention, and then Mars trining Pluto toward the end of the week. It's gonna be a week. That's why you need to just spend some time really honing in on your higher self. Listen to your inner voice, okay? Because look, you did get the Five of Pentacles in your crown. So it does look like there is something that you may have, there could have been something where there was a little bit of loss, okay? There could be something that you're thinking about where there's something that's trying to push you out of your comfort zone. And it is something that you need to just work with, okay? Because remember, you did get the Six of Cups in your past, and that's so great, okay? And so don't let anything push you out of your comfort zone. All right, there is a lot of loss that's associated with this card. There's a lot of like feeling of like abandonment, even loneliness as well. So there could have been again a breakup or a fight or not seeing eye to eye with a colleague or a partner or a lover or a family member or a BFF or a friend or whatever it is. It's still it may be something that could be holding you back. All right, and you don't want that. You want to keep moving forward. Obviously, think about it. Don't stay in that energy. If it is something, well, I'm going to show you something. You see these two people, they are so focused on their plight, they can't see they're literally outside a church. I'm going to show you something else. Look at the church. Look at the pentacles in the church, okay? Look at the way it's shaped. It's shaped as an anchor, okay? So this church is an anchor of hope. And so reach out to people if you need to. If you need that support, okay, reach out to the ones that you know that you can trust, the ones that are not going to, be deceiving you and being weird about that. But there could be something rocky about relationships. The other message coming through, it could be you. It could be you. There could be something where you do not feel that there's just a the, the level of self-love could be a lot higher for you this week, okay? Aries, I want and you can do it. You're an Aries. You got that, right? Now, interesting, you got the star. There's something you really, really, really want, okay? You did get the star in your last reading. I love that you got the star, okay? I absolutely love the fact that you got the star, which is very interesting because, all these aspects, by the way, that I'm talking about will affect Aries rising a lot more than Aries, the planetary aspects that I mentioned earlier, but all Aries is going to feel it. Now, the star, ruled by Aquarius, you can even see the water bear there, okay? Now, for you, Aries, that is your 11th house. This is the card, the stars aligning for you. This is the card where it's all about your hopes and it's all about faith and even healing, okay? Because the star does come after the tower. Now, Aquarius rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes, but also your social network and groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. So a lot of that could be on your mind. There could be something around that, activity around that you really want to pursue, or something that you really want to come to fruition, or manifest, right? Manifest. But you need it would be good to get out of this headspace where it's just like, yeah, like not like really, really use that day when Mars, your ruling planet, trines Pluto for that sense of empowerment. Okay, that's what's gonna pull you through. All right, and I don't want you to feel a lack of, again, like I said, this week is just gonna be very. It could feel a little sludgy. It could feel a little confusing. It could be a little like, what is going on? But don't lose inspiration, okay? At all. Don't lose inspiration. That's the last thing I want you to do. You're an Aries. You're a fire sign. And if there's something that you should notice is that You got 0 wands, okay? You got no wands in your spread. And wands, there's so much movement with wands. There's so much, like, they're so lively and enlivening, and they represent fire, and you are a fire sign. And so they're attributed to the fire element. So it's almost like you may be a little out of your element this week as well. That's why it's really good to just meditate, or if not even meditate, if you're not into, meditating, just be self-aware, okay? Be self-aware and trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, all right? Have that sense of healing, all right? Have that sense of healing. I mean, you got 2 cards of it here. Now, you got the 7 of Cups in your future. So it does look like there is going to be some opportunities, but I'm not going to lie, with Neptune at play here, I really want you to really trust your intuition in terms of what do you want, right? I want you to spend this week, as you have these inner moments, to think about, what do you really, really, really want, Aries, okay? I want you to spend all this time thinking about it. And again, come the new moon in Virgo, mid-September, you may have that moment of clarity, or that new thing may come through, okay? Spend this time really putting your energy toward it. But it has to be something that that you really want, something that you're not going to regret, something that is going to bring you joy and bring you happiness, okay? I mean, the fact that you got the 7 of Cups in your future is a great sign, because it's better to have opportunities than none at all, right? So, but really just saying, just really, really know what you want moving forward. That's why you got to spend this time really going deep, okay? Now, Aries, let's get to your stuff. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Aries, I love hearing from you. I want to know what's going on. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. You can see, it's so funny. I'm looking at my screen. It looks like this big camera that's pointed in my face, but there's really no other way to do it here. I have to have it in the thing. But Aries, yeah, wow. This is, whew, oh my goodness. You are, this is going to be an eye-opening week for you, okay? Have that moment, have that intuition. When you connect to your intuitive side, you see things. Did you see that movie? Well, there's a lot of movies where people just know, okay? It's almost like you're tapping into this side of you, this intuitive side of you that you didn't even know was there, okay? That's great, all right? Really go deep. Now, you did get the 7 of Swords. When I say deja vu, I mean deja vu, okay? I don't know if that's how you actually pronounce it, but this is huge because, as we know, right? Your last reading, okay? This is saying, stop hiding. Do not hide. Do not hide from the truth. Do not try to convince yourself that if something is, if you know that it is not true to you, or something that may not be likely, stop trying to convince yourself that it is. And I'm not saying that what you're trying to go for, or your path to enlightenment, or whatever it is wrong. I'm telling you to trust your intuition this week, okay? I'm telling you to trust your intuition this week because there's a lot of aspects astrologically that makes things a little confusing and a little foggy, especially with Mercury going retrograde the week that Venus is retrograde, okay? So keep that in mind because you got the 7 of Swords again. It's also, for some Aries, it's really more about, and this will resonate with a lot more, it's more about, like you have possibly this week will, really connect within. But remember how I said from the beginning, don't launch anything or initiate anything. You never really want to do that while Mercury is retrograde, or even while the entire solar system starts retrograde. That's not a good time. It really is more just about strategizing, okay? But do it in a way where, remember, I said that deception energy. Do it in a way where you're not like deceiving yourself or deceiving others, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, you did get the Hanged Man, all right? Very, very interesting. Change is coming, all right? Change is coming. You did get the Death card in the heart of your spread last week. You are now getting the Hanged Man in your external factors area. The Hanged Man comes right before death, all right? Right before death, all right? So this is, he is taking this time to go within, to prepare himself for this big transformation. So it's almost like there's this kind of like this, you'll feel it this week. If you go within, you're going to feel it. Remember how I said it's almost like there's going to be this side of you, this inner side that you're going to tap into that you didn't know was there before. It's like a new perspective or new feeling of intuition where you're just going to be, you'll feel like deeply rooted. I love that for you. And here you go with a Hanged Man, okay? In your external factors area. So you can see he's got a halo on his head. He's got a smile on his face. He put himself there. He put himself there because remember what I said? He's preparing for this big transformation and he's doing it in a very dramatic way, okay? And he's doing it in a dramatic way is because he does want to see the world in a whole new way. He wants to have this new perspective entering this new cycle, okay? And it doesn't, and he wants it to be this big, profound moment, all right? So it looks like there is something that is going to be at the same time because this card is all about surrender, all right? It's all about surrender. It's all about getting in touch with your higher self. Now, remember how I said from the very beginning that Mars, your ruling planet, will oppose Neptune, and that really is what I was saying, being bigger than you could ever be, and having that compassion and selflessness with others and to others at this time. Well, the Hanged Man's ruling planet is Neptune, okay? Saturn is in Pisces right now in your 12th house. The subconscious, intuition. The synchronicities that's happening right now is like exactly like the hand gestures that I just did. Now, you did get the 9 of Cups. Hey, hello. This is a wish come true. This is, I call it the genie in a bottle energy. This is, you can even see him sitting there like a genie. This is the card of satisfaction. That's all you want right now. You want this wish coming true. It is clear as day. You already got the star here in the root of your spread. And now it's like your biggest hope this week is there's something that you really, 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 really want. Okay? But you have to go within, okay? You have to know if it is what you really, really, really want, and if it is, what is the ways that you can get there and really, really bring this, rapturous, joyful moment in your life, okay, without being self-deceptive or hiding from any truth, and really just going within, honestly. This is, you got the Four of Swords, you got the Star, you got the Hanged Man. You got so many cards, like spiritually related cards. And now you got Judgment, okay? So if the Hanged Man comes before the Death card, which is all about transformation, Judgment comes right before the World, the end of the hero's journey, the Fool's journey, your journey. So this is having that awakening, okay? That spiritual awakening, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, okay? Knowing what you want. That's the biggest thing for this week with all these retrogrades. Spending that time to reassess, rethink, okay? All of that, reevaluate all those things in your life. What do you want? What is going to bring you that joy? What's going to bring you closer to your path to enlightenment? You even see Archangel Gabriel here blowing the trumpet, okay? What is that, right? It's awakening the dead, all right? Gray. The dead are gray. Gray in tarot is wisdom. So again, a lot of that wisdom energy here. But remember how I talked about healing, which is showing up a lot here in your spread and that going within. What is sound? Sound is vibrations. It's raising your frequency. Sound is healing. Sound has been used for healing for thousands of years. From Native American drum beats to Gregorian chanting, gospel choir. I mean, it's such a healing moment, but it is that, again, that spiritual awakening that seems very likely that you're going to have looking at your entire spread here. But you really have to know who you are and what you want, okay? You really have to know exactly what you want, because Mercury retrograde is going to like confuse you. Venus retrograde is, there's going to be some fogginess going on. So really it's like going within, okay? It's going within that brings all those answers, all right? So Aries, you actually, this is a time to wait for it, go within, okay? This is a time to go within this week, all right? Just do that and you will be absolutely fine. You'll be absolutely fine, but things are changing for you. It is a week where you really, really want to spend some time just reflecting, okay? So, Aries, once again, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. I want to hear from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Next week, we do have the full moon, okay, in Pisces, the second full moon of the month, all right? So there are things coming to an end, all right? New things starting in your life, all right? So, Aries, thanks again. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.